So guys, Jarell Miller accuses Anthony Joshua of taking steroids. He says that, he feels that Anthony Joshua is doping. A lot of people have accused Anthony Joshua of taking steroids. Dylan White has also accused Joshua of taking steroids, saying that, when this guy started, he was this weight, and then all of a sudden in 2 years he put on this amount of weight and muscle mass without putting on an ounce of fat. Listen, I think those accusations are ridiculous, because a lot of people have accused Joshua looking at his physique and saying, oh my God, look at his physique. How is that possible? How is that possible? But everybody's genetically different. Joshua may be genetically gifted, which I think he probably is, right? There's many guys that are massive. Let's not forget, this guy's a 6'6" guy who's quite big, Do I think Anthony Joshua's on something? You don't know. But I don't think so. And I don't think by looking at someone's physique, you can accuse somebody of being on steroids. You just can't. Because I've seen bodies that are on steroids, right? And Joshua's body doesn't look like a body that's on steroids. I've seen guys that take steroids. They look a lot more different. They look out of proportion. They look like their head looks smaller in proportion to their body. Their body just looks so much bigger, and their arms, vascularity. Joshua looks proportionally right. He just looks like he's a muscular guy, but he looks in good shape. He doesn't look like, well, that he's overdone it, or he's out completely. I don't think so. Don't get me wrong. There's steroids where you can take as for weight loss, and there's many kinds of performance enhancing drugs that you can take, right? There's not just one. There's many. So we don't know. We don't know, because there's a lot of guys in boxing that are cheating. But someone like Joshua, I do think there's a lot of... he'd be getting tested a lot, if I'm honest with you. He'd be getting tested a lot, because he's a champion. He's a high-profile boxer. And I don't see him taking anything. A lot of people have accused him. A lot of people in the public have accused him, saying that there's no way you can look like that. But like I said, there's many people that are genetically gifted. This guy's a big guy, so it wouldn't shock me if he's doing that naturally. No, because I think that it's very possible for guys to get a good physique naturally, especially a guy that's probably like Joshua, that's genetically gifted. Of course, when Dylan White, if you look at Dylan White's physique, he doesn't look in very good shape. Jarell Miller's also not in very good shape. So when they look at someone like Anthony Joshua that is in great shape, that's ripped, they're probably going to think, nah, that's not possible. That's not possible. Just because you can't obtain that, or you can't achieve that, doesn't mean that the other guy's cheating or he's taking something in order to look like that. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he's a guy that's genetically gifted, that's in good shape, I don't think he's cheating or he's on something. But when you look at someone like Anthony Joshua's physique, it just makes you think that, oh, he's on something. But like I said, with all the testing that's going around, and with the amount that Anthony Joshua is being tested according to Hearn and Joshua himself, right? It seems impossible unless the organizations are corrupt and they're trying to cover something up, that Joshua would get away with taking anything. So I don't personally think he's on something. I think the guy's genetically gifted, and I don't think by looking at somebody's physique you can accuse somebody, because everybody's different. If I was to have a physique like Joshua, maybe you can question, because I'm not as tall as Joshua, I'm not as big as Joshua. I'm 6 feet in comparison to Joshua being 6'6". He's a lot bigger than a normal sized individual. Joshua, he's just a big dude. So by looking at his physique, you can't really say, oh, well, he's definitely on steroids, because look at his physique, is ridiculous. You can't really do that, because like I said, everybody's different. There's many guys that are natural, that have got amazing physiques, that have never touched a drug in their life. So, I don't think you can accuse somebody of just looking at their physique. I think it's wrong, and I think it's false accusations. I think unless you know something, or unless or you've heard something that, sources around him, you know, saying to you that, you know what, he's on something, then I don't think you can start accusing somebody. Even then, if you've had someone close around him accusing, you can't unless you know. I don't think Joshua's on anything, personally. But you never know, right? You never know, because like I said, there's a lot of guys cheating nowadays, so you don't know. But if I was to give an opinion on it, I don't think he is. I just think he's a guy that's genetically gifted, that trains very hard, and he's just in good shape. But that's my take on it. Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what your take is on it. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.